Hi all, welcome back to my lecture series. This is Muttumeenal, Assistant Professor at the Department of Agriculture Engineering. Today we'll see the continuity of previous class topic, that is solar energy, that comes under the unit Advanced Machinery and Equipment in Agriculture Engineering 2 under the subject Automation Techniques in Agriculture Engineering for the second year 4th semester students. We have seen certain things about food process engineering and how well the process engineering that can be taken place depending upon the methods, that the thermal and non-thermal techniques, and also a renewable energy source upon biomass, which could be taken care of with the help of thermochemical and biochemical methods. And we have also seen something about solar energy at the previous class, and how well that essential source of renewable energy could be tapped upon either by any kind of characterization. Today we'll see about the categories that are involved in tapping the energy source. That is, solar energy can be retrieved through two broad characterization, that is either by passive solar or active solar. So active solar, that is, this is the technique which includes the use of photovoltaic systems and concentrated solar power and solar water heating to harness the energy. That is, here I have to say, initially we were not aware of solar photovoltaic systems, right? Now we can see everywhere that over a building, anyone can have a photovoltaic system, that is PV. So what happens here in the sense, this PV is aligned over the building so that it can tap the solar energy that comes radiated from the above source, that is from sun. It is a natural source, and if that happens, this photovoltaic system will have a connection where it can concentrate that solar power and convert them into an electricity and stored in one place, and this electricity could be used by us as an alternate source instead of the normal electric system. So this is how we do have at our college premises too. Since you guys would have seen at our 4th floor that we do have a solar energy lab where these kinds of photovoltaic systems have been installed, right? So since you guys would have seen that, you have to know always that these photovoltaic systems will always be aligned to certain degree, because this is how it would be aligned to the rays, and this is how all the rays that is inbuilt upon the roof will be collected as a source. So this is active solar technique. Initially we would have the solar water heating system. So where instead of using an electricity, we would keep our heater above our roof, and that pipeline would be connected to our bathroom, where when the sunlight passes upon, what happens, the solar water heater will tap that source and convert that source into an electricity for heating the water inside that barrel, and it will give us. So if you guys go on vacation at the previous decades, what will happen, we will always depend upon solar water heaters, right? And what happens then, if the sunlight is not available and the heater won't work. So this is how we came into a solution that the solar water heater could be utilized only when the natural source is available. So we have to do something else. That is how we came into existence, that we have to go in for collecting the source and stored it someplace so that it could be tapped and converted into an alternate source of energy as an electricity. So this is how the photovoltaic systems came into existence, right? And the next one is passive. What happens here in the sense, we orient the building to the sun. Okay, techniques include orienting a building, and then we have to select a material with favorable thermal mass, and after that the land or the ocean will absorb certain kinds of solar energy that passes over it, that is that rays. Okay, so after it has been observed, certain things will get reflected and certain things will get observed by the land and ocean, and some things will get reflected by the clouds itself. And what happens is, the remaining thermal mass which is favorable will absorb that energy that has been lighted upon over it, and this will have a design space that naturally circulate the air and will convert them into a solar energy. So we are not going to directly observe them. We are just going to observe the reflected rays which will be transferred or oriented towards that material. Okay, so this is how the passive energy is. While in the active, it directly involves in converting them, but at passive, we are just going to sense that energy which has been reflected. And this could be utilized by us for converting them into an electricity source. So these are two techniques that are involved in tapping the energy through the sun radiations. So solar power, solar energy is different from that of solar power, right? Solar energy is nothing but we are just sensing the energy that happens to orient over me. Okay, but solar power is nothing but converting that energy from the sunlight into the electricity. So this is how the active solar panel systems work out. But in passive, we are not going to convert them into an energy or into an electricity. Okay, so either we utilize the energy that has been directly obtained through the photovoltaics or indirectly using the solar concentrated solar power, and these photovoltaic cells is capable of converting that light into an electric current using the photovoltaic effect. And this concentrated solar power system uses the lens or the mirrors and solar tracking systems to focus a large area of sunlight to a hot spot, often to drive a steam turbine. So this is how the solar power works. And here I have shown you a picture of solar photovoltaic cells that is available at everywhere where the powers has been converted into an electricity. And this is a mere example that is available at the roof of our buildings too. We do have a power system that could be converting that sunlight into an electricity, since we are adapting renewable energy source at our college premises. So this is what I have prepared for today's class. See you at the next class with the potentialities and how we can use them. Thank you.